I am taking a look at Marten Van Riel's 2025 ride, the Trek Speed Concept SLR9 in metallic red, just out the box. He's only just released it. He's riding it for the first time this weekend at Ironman South Africa, and I'm going to take a close look at all the specs and the full setup he's got here, and then I'll ask him a few questions so that we can answer things like what's in the bottles. All right, let's run you through the bike. All right, he's got it set up with the SRAM Red Axis group set. It is a 58-tooth 1x setup in the front with a 1030 cassette at the back. I don't think you'll need that 30 here in Ironman South Africa, but he's got it just in case. He has the chain on there, which looks like it's freshly waxed. I'll ask him about that in a minute. It's not an out-of-the-box, like, powder-coated wax, so I think he might have done it himself. I'll find out from him. Look here, carbon pedals on there, and the crank length is a fairly standard 170mm crank length. The wheel set for this race, he's got the Head, his brand new sponsor, Head Vanquish 84 in the front, and a Head disc at the rear, and they are custom decals on there. Marten Van Riel's, he's got his MVR, keep it real, and some emojis. I'm not entirely sure what each of the emojis mean. He's got 26 Olympics, but pretty cool and match really well with the paint job on that bike. I told you about his wheels, but I didn't tell you about his tires. They are 28mm Continental Grand Prix 5000 TT TR, fairly standard. He hasn't gone for the aero tire on the front. Possibly the same as Els Visser, decided that on the rough roads, the aero tire might not be the fastest. Or maybe he just doesn't have the aero tire. Anyway, he's got 28mm on both front and rear, and I'll ask him what tire pressure he's running. Up front, standard base bar, color-coded, which really does make the bike pop. On top of that, he's got the Fast TT cockpit, so he's got the molded aero bars around his forearms there, and also a 180mm riser here, which he's mounted his bottles on. This bottles go quite far back. He's got quite a few hairbands sticking out in various places, holding those bottles on. He's got one across here on that tri-rig bottle cage, and another one at the back here that's holding on the bottle. So clearly, ejecting bottles has been something he's experienced. He's then got mounted on here an Elite Chrono Aero bottle, which is mounted upside down. None of his bottles have anything in it at the moment, so I'm not sure what he's putting in them. And then his Garmin bike computer is mounted right between his arms in basically the perfect position where he can see it while he's riding. And then coming to the back of the bike, he's got the standard Bontrager Hilo Pro saddle, as I said. Apparently he's comfortable on it and doesn't need to change it, doesn't need to go anything unique. Behind the saddle, a Slipstream 3D printed bottle cage, which comes out and backwards and holds two things. It's also emblazoned with his name engraved in there. Two X-Lab Gorilla XT bottle cages on there to hold them, but even those have got some hairbands on there to hold his bottles. So clearly, ejecting bottles has been a thing. And I spoke about those two bottles, and he's got another frame bottle here. I'm not sure what he's put in any of them. I will ask him, but that is a lot of fluid. Or maybe they're just on there for aerodynamics. Okay, let's do a weigh-in and see how much this whole bike weighs before we get Marten in to tell us about his bike and answer the questions that we have. What's that? 10.75. All right, Marten, we've had a pretty close look at your bike. I got to say, it is a good-looking bike. This paint job, was it your choice?
Well, we had a choice between the chrome colors from the factory racing, from Trek Factory Racing this time. Unfortunately, I saw Sam Long pick the exact same colors than me, so well, I guess we'll have to rock it as brothers this year.
We'll have to see who rode it better, I suppose.
Yeah. That's it.
The chain, it's wax chain, yeah?
Yes.
Do you get that out the box, or are you waxing your chain yourself?
No, I actually wax my chains myself, so I use it both for racing and training, hot wax. Like, I don't like cleaning my bikes, and I feel it helps me keep my bikes way cleaner in general, so that's why I've been doing it.
No problem with the time constraint or of the time spent waxing chains. Not tempted to just go with the drip lube occasionally.
Well, I think that except for the part of the actual waxing, but I have like 4 or 5 chains that I just roll through. So then maybe once a month I spend like an evening where I'm watching Netflix and occasionally like going to stir my pot with my chain inside.
Cook up a few chains.
Yeah, that's
perfect.
But actually, it doesn't take that much time once you roll into it. Cleaning off the chains, that's usually the most complicated part.
Yeah.
But once it's set up, it's actually quite easy.
Okay, you have 1, 2, 3, 4 bottles, 5 bottles on here. What is in those for race day? Or are these is this one just for aerodynamics?
No, it's actually just to piss off the German referees.
Yeah, you're way behind the steerer tube there. You definitely can't ride this bike in Germany.
No, actually, well, I don't know if I can say that if I don't put something in it, because is it then a fairing or is it?
It would definitely have some liquid in it.
I think this one I won't use it. Usually in this one I put just water. And then the 3 other ones, so that's 2.5 liters of energy drink.
Of your raw nutrition. Okay.
Yeah. So I use about 75 grams for 1 liter, so not that much. I like it quite diluted, and I just take gels as well, like in the bento box.
Yeah.
But I like to take most of it because so much can go wrong at aid stations that I like to have. Yeah, if it's a flat course, helps aerodynamics as well, and I like to take most with me.
Perfect. This is a pretty rough surface for this race course. What kind of tire pressure are you riding in these tires?
It's about 4.5 bars.
Quite low.
So quite low, but they are 28 wide. They actually measure a little bit wider on the head wheels because the rim is also quite wide. So you can go quite low with them on tire pressure. And I have to say that, in training, I felt quite comfortable. Obviously, I haven't done a 180k straight on these
We'll ask you on the third lap of the course.
That's probably I'm not going to be
Okay, final question on your pretty amazing bike here. You're pretty new to long course racing, Aero TT setups. How have you found the adjustment? How have you found your position? How much adjustment has it been? Or did you just go straight from short course and go, right, slam it and let's go. Get my neck ready for this.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I think that I've been quite lucky with that. Like I kind of jumped on my TT bike and found a position I was both comfortable with and seemed very aerodynamic because I haven't done very much testing yet. Like that's coming up very soon, a bit more testing. But yeah, I've seemed to have found like a comfortable and aerodynamic position out of the box pretty much, so that's been very easy.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much, Marten Van Riel, for showing us your bike and allowing us to have a very close look at it. If you guys have enjoyed this video, hit the thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a comment down below telling us what you like best about Marten Van Riel's bike and wishing him good luck for the Ironman race.